Hey there. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but some nights I just stand in the kitchen, look around, and freeze. Not because I'm tired, but because I don't even know where to start. The sink is full. The counters are a mess. There's laundry on the couch and crumbs under the table. And somehow, even though I've been going all day, it still feels like I haven't actually done anything. So how do we get ahead? How do we go from just surviving the day to actually feeling on top of it? That's what I want to talk about today. In this video, I'll share 9 small habits I've started doing at night, things that help my home feel calmer and my mind feel lighter. These aren't perfect systems or big lifestyle overhauls, just quiet, doable shifts that made a real difference in how I end the day and how I wake up. If you've been feeling stuck in that tired loop too, maybe this will be a soft way out. And the first habit is something I wish I'd discovered years ago. Let's start with the one spot that shapes your whole mood: your surfaces. Your surfaces aren't the problem, but they decide how you feel. Some nights I would clean for over an hour, but when I stepped back, my home still felt messy. It drove me crazy. I'd done the dishes, picked up the floor, folded laundry, and yet the room still looked like it hadn't been touched. It took me a while to realize it was the surfaces, the counters, the tabletops, the open spaces. If those were cluttered, my brain still read the whole room as chaotic no matter what I'd done. So I started focusing on just one thing: clearing my main surfaces before bed. Not deep cleaning, not organizing, just removing visual noise. For me, that meant making it a habit to clear off the kitchen counter, dining table, and the little catch-all tray near the front door. 5 minutes, a quick pass, move the mail, put the cup in the sink, fold the receipt, and toss it. Done. And the change, immediate. I'd wake up, walk into the kitchen, and it felt peaceful. Like I wasn't already behind before 8 a.m. That alone made it worth it. Try this tonight. Pick just one surface, the one that stresses you most in the morning, and clear it off completely. Not for guests, not for Instagram. Just for your eyes, your breath, your calm. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow I'll be sharing a few surprisingly smart cleaning habits I've learned from Japanese households. They're simple, but genius. And if you're curious, come back tomorrow. I think you'll love them. And once you do that, we can move to something even sneakier. A habit you think helps you unwind, but might be draining you instead. Next is the habit we call relaxing, but often leaves us more drained than rested. I used to think I was relaxing at night, sitting on the couch, phone in hand, finally off duty. But before we go further, let's be honest. This is something most of us do. It's like a modern ritual. Open Instagram just for a second. And suddenly it's been half an hour. But then I'd realize it's been 45 minutes. My neck hurts. My brain feels heavy. And somehow I'm still tense. Here's what I learned the hard way: scrolling doesn't restore you. It numbs you. It gives your brain just enough stimulation to not rest, but not enough to actually reset. So I started replacing that autopilot scroll with something quiet, but active. A tiny creative task, a hands-on routine, something simple that pulls me back into my body and out of the endless stream of noise. Sometimes I fold a few pieces of laundry with music on. Other nights I pull out my little sketch pad and doodle while sipping tea. It's not productive. It's not content. It's just peaceful. And the difference huge. I fall asleep faster. I don't wake up drained. My head isn't full of random reels. My space and my brain feel more mine again. If you've been ending your nights with the scroll spiral too, try swapping in anything small that involves your hands. Even wiping down the bathroom mirror counts, as long as it grounds you. And once your energy starts feeling more like yours again, you'll be in a better spot to tackle one tiny but powerful shift that helps everything run smoother the next morning. Then comes the loop that keeps you up at night, the thoughts that never made it onto paper. All right, habit number 3. Tell me I'm not the only one who does this. There were nights I'd lay in bed exhausted but wide awake. My body wanted rest, but my brain had other plans. Random thoughts, tasks I hadn't done, tiny worries I didn't even realize I was carrying, all looping endlessly. It turns out the real problem wasn't what I'd done that day. It was everything I hadn't written down. Now I have a rule: if it's spinning in my head, it goes on paper. Before bed, I spend just 5 minutes writing down anything I need to remember for tomorrow. Not journaling, not processing emotions, just unloading logistics like a brain dump. For example, last night my list looked like this: pick up dry cleaning before 5 p.m., email Sarah the quote, refill dog food bin, call dentist Thursday, move laundry to dryer in the morning. Just little things, but enough to keep my brain in overdrive if I left them floating around. And the effect: instant relief. My mind finally feels like it can power down because it's not afraid I'll forget something important. Try this tonight. Keep a notepad or your notes app nearby. Dump every stray thought before you try to sleep. You're not solving it all. You're just telling your brain it's safe to rest. I've got this. And once your mind quiets down, there's one tiny task that can make your morning feel lighter, even if your whole day feels full. After that, we reset the sink, not for the chore, but for the calm it creates. Now on to habit number 4. I had a bad habit, and maybe you do too. I used to hate doing dishes at night. I'd tell myself it can wait till morning and collapse onto the couch. But every time I walked into the kitchen the next day, it hit me like a wall. The smell, the mess, that instant weight of I'm already behind. So I started doing a tiny experiment. I told myself, just the plates, just what fits in one drying rack, nothing more. No pressure to scrub everything, no aiming for spotless. Just enough to feel like I finished something. And it worked. Washing those few dishes didn't just clean the sink, it cleared my head. It was like closing a tab in my brain. I didn't realize how heavy that visual noise had been until it was gone. Now I actually use it as a wind down. I put on soft music, light a candle, and just rinse, wash, breathe. It takes under 10 minutes, but the effect lasts hours into the next day. Try this tonight. Don't think I have to do all the dishes, just aim to reset the sink. One round, one small batch. It's not about chores, it's about closing the loop. And when that loop feels closed, you'll have more energy left for something most of us waste too much time and energy on every single morning. Now let's simplify your mornings by removing one exhausting decision before it even starts. Next up, mornings. And yep, they come with their own kind of headache. You know those mornings where you stand in front of your closet and stare. You're not even looking for the perfect outfit, you just want something clean, comfortable, and decent enough to get you through the day. That daily decision, tiny as it seems, drains us more than we realize. So I simplified it. I picked a few outfits I feel good in and I wear them on repeat. Not in a uniform, rigid way, but enough to take the question mark out of my morning. For example, I have 2 pairs of pants that fit well and don't wrinkle, 3 tops that go with either one cardigan that works over anything. That's it. I reach for one and I'm out the door, no mental math, no second guessing. And guess what? No one notices. But I feel calmer, more focused. More like I started the day with clarity, not chaos. Try this. Choose 3 to 5 outfits you already like wearing. Move them to a visible part of your closet. The next time you're rushed or tired, don't decide, just grab from that mini rotation. Because the less time you spend choosing what to wear, the more energy you'll have for the things that actually matter that day. Keep going with a gentle shift that made my home feel prioritized, not just squeezed in. There was a time I treated home tasks like background noise. I'd squeeze them in while reheating food between Zoom calls or after everything else was done. Basically, I gave my home whatever crumbs of energy were left. But the result? Everything felt half done. Meals rushed, counters half cleaned, laundry moved but not folded. And mentally it felt like I never stopped working. Then I made one small shift. I started giving my home its own 15-minute time slot, just like a meeting or a workout. Nothing fancy. Just 15 focused minutes after dinner with no distractions. Phone in a drawer, music on. I'd ask myself, what's the one thing I want to reset before tomorrow? Some nights it's putting the living room back together. Other nights it's wiping kitchen surfaces or setting out trash. That's it. But the key is that time is protected. And over time, that simple block gave me a surprising gift, a sense of closure. A way to say, okay, that's enough for today. Try this. Look at your evening like it's already full, then schedule in just 15 minutes for your space. Not while multitasking, just that. You'll be amazed how much smoother your night feels when your home gets treated like a priority, not an afterthought. Because once your space is reset, you can enjoy something most of us feel guilty about but desperately need. And here's one I love because it let me scroll guilt-free. Earn your scroll, then enjoy it. I used to feel guilty for being on my phone at night. But here's the truth, I wasn't going to not scroll. I just needed to be more honest about it. So instead of banning it completely, I made a deal with myself. Scrolling is fine, but only after I do one thing that makes tomorrow easier. It could be the dishes, clearing off the coffee table, putting the laundry in the dryer. Just one thing. Then I get my scroll time. The result: no more guilt, no more shame spiraling while watching cat videos. I actually enjoy my downtime more because I feel like I earned it. And I keep it short, 15 minutes max. I even set a timer sometimes. That way I don't wake up regretting it or feeling behind again. Try this. Choose your threshold task. The thing you'll do before you pick up your phone for the night. Treat scrolling like dessert, not dinner. That small shift in timing changes everything. Because let's be real, we all want to unwind. But it feels so much better when you're unwinding after something is done, not instead of it. Almost there, and this one has nothing to do with cleaning but everything to do with peace. Say something kind to yourself. This one doesn't look like a cleaning habit. But trust me, it matters just as much. Some nights I'd look around the room, see what didn't get done, and sigh. Then the inner voice would start, "You should have folded that. You wasted time again. Why can't you just keep up?" I didn't notice how harsh I was being until I asked myself, would I ever talk to a friend like that? Now before I go to bed, I say one kind sentence to myself, out loud even if it feels silly. Something like, "You held a lot today and you're still standing." Or, "You showed up even when it was messy." It doesn't fix everything, but it softens the edges. It closes the day gently instead of with judgment. Try this tonight. Stand by the sink, the bed, the doorway, wherever you usually pause. And say one true kind thing to yourself. Not fake positive, just fair and gentle. Because the person managing all this, she deserves to hear something kind from you too. And finally, do one small thing that helps tomorrow feel easier, a quiet gift for your future self. Before we wrap up, there's one more thing I really want to share with you. Sometimes the best way to feel in control isn't by doing everything. It's by doing one tiny thing that makes tomorrow smoother. I call it a kindness for future me. Maybe it's setting the coffee pot, putting out vitamins, laying out tomorrow's outfit, filling your water bottle and putting it in the fridge. Just one small thing that tells your tomorrow self, "I thought of you." It doesn't have to be fancy. In fact, the simpler the better. Last night I just plugged in my headphones and put them by my keys. That's it. But this morning it felt like someone had already done a little bit of life for me, and it made me want to keep going. Try this tonight. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do now that will help me feel more cared for in the morning? Then do it and forget about it. Let it be a quiet act of support just for you. Because in a world that asks us to give so much to others, it's okay to make life a little easier for yourself too. That's it. 9 small habits I've been using to end my day with more calm and a little less chaos. Not perfectly, not every night, but often enough to feel the difference. If your home has been feeling heavy lately or your evenings keep slipping away without rest, try just one of these. One surface, one list, one small act of care for yourself or your space. And if you want something even more practical to add next, I've got a video coming up all about small decluttering tricks I learned from Japanese homes. You might find something surprisingly useful there. If this video helped you exhale a little, maybe consider liking or subscribing, not out of pressure, but so we can keep having these quiet, helpful conversations. You deserve a home that feels like a soft landing, not another place that asks more of you.